Alright, Scaberites, welcome back to my channel mga boss. Bumalik na naman no, ang usapin patungkol dito sa Men in Uniform Proposed Pension System. No? Ito ay sinimula noong panahon ni Pangulong Duterte pero hindi po ito nag-push through at ngayon ay muli na namang pinag-uusapan. No? Ang panukala na baguhin ang pension system ng Men in Uniform sapagkat ayon sa ating Budget Secretary Diokno, no, ay pwedeng magkaroon ng fiscal collapse ang ating bansa kung hindi agarang aaksyonan ang problemang ito. Sapagkat ayon sa kanila ay mas malaki pa umano no, ang ginagastos sa pension no, ng ating mga men in uniform kaysa doon sa natitira no, para sa budget ng para sa operasyon no, at para sa mga pangailangan no, ng mga kasundaluhan at kapulisan natin. Dahil sabi nga ni Budget Secretary ay almost the total budget both ng AFP and PNP ay mahigit na sa kalahati ang napupunta sa pensyon ng mga retirado at kung hindi ito babaguhin ay baka umabot ito ng 80% ng total budget ay para lamang sa pension system. No? So, pakinggan natin ang paliwanag ni Budget Secretary Diokno at atinding tatalakayin. No? Magbibigay tayo ng komento sapagkat tayo po ay may interest dito at naintindihan at naunawaan natin ito sapagkat tayo nga po ay isa no? sa mga retirado ng Philippine National Police. So tara mga kabayan, pakinggan muna natin ang naging pahayag at paliwanag ni Secretary Diokno.
Right. And this is the military and uniform personnel pension reform. Okay. So we met with DILG Secretary Benhar Abalos and DND Secretary Galvez. And let me describe to you the present pension system. No? The pension system covered by this are those from the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, the Bureau of Fire Protection, the PNP, the Philippine Public Safety College, the Philippine Coast Guard, and the Bureau of Corrections. Now, the current pension system is like this. Now, it's fully funded by the national government. In other words, it's appropriated annually in the budget.
But, so, malinaw, no? Dito natin sisimulan. Ang current pension po ay nanggagaling sa budget po ng gobyerno. Hindi po ito nanggagaling, unlike in private, no? Yung SSS and the government workers, which is the GSIS. No? Ito po, pension ng men in uniform ay galing po sa budget mismo ng ating gobyerno. Kumbaga sa General Appropriations Act.
There's no contribution from the retirees. Okay, you have a kind of, that's a unique kind of pension system. Right now, I think it's in the neighborhood of around 120 to 130 billion pesos in the 2023 budget. The MUP pension is automatically indexed to the salary of the personnel of the same rank. In other words, if you are retiree, if you're a general getting X amount of money, if the salary of the incumbent is doubled, you get your pension doubled also. Okay?
So, ganun po kasimple yun ha. Pag ikaw ay retired, kung ang rango mo ay halimbawa PO1, nagpe-pension ka as PO1, pag tumaas ang sweldo ng PO1 na active, ay tataas din yung pension ng retiree. So, the same, no? Pagtaas ng pension ng active, tataas din ang pension ng retired. Yun po ang tinatawag na indexation.
Third, when MUPs or military uniform personnel retire, they're given one rank higher, okay? Granted one rank higher. And so pension can be received after 20 years of service with no minimum pensionable age. So some of them, they get recruited at the age of 20, so they can already retire at the age of 40.
So ito, example natin, katulad ko po, I retired with the rank of police captain, no? Captain po ako nung nag-retired po ako. So ang pension ko is major, no? One rank higher. Then another thing is yung sinasabi niya na 20 years old nakapasok ka. So example sa akin, I was able to join the service at the age of 21, no? Nakapag-SAP po ako at the age of 21. Nag-21 ako ng July 1996. That on the September, same year, 2 buwan lang, ako nag-21, nakapasok na po ako at nakapag-take out na po ako sa Special Action Force. So at the age of 40, I was planning to retire then. But 2016 kasi yon. Ang sabi lang, tataas na akong sweldo. So I waited for the salary increase, no, before I retired. So after in December 31, 2020, I was then 45 years old, no? Nakaserve na ako ng 24 years and more than 3 months, no? So I filed my retirement. So meaning, at the age of 45, nagpe-pension na po ako, no? Yun po ang ibig sabihin ni Secretary Diokno na bata pa, nagpe-pension na. Which is supposed to be, meron pa akong 11 years in the service. But I opted to retire kasi 45 nagpe-pension na ako, di ba? So yun po yun, yung tungkol doon sa retirement na you can retire at the age, after serving 20 years. Kahit anong edad mo po, regardless, no? As long as nakaserve ka ng 20 years, you can file your or avail the optional retirement. But in my case, nag-24 years pa ako mahigit, no? That's why I started receiving pension at the age of 45, di ba? And doon sa one rank higher, sabi ko nga, I'm a captain, therefore, ang naging rate ng pension ko is sa ranggong major because of the one rank higher. So yun po yun, malinaw po yun. Okay, tuloy natin. And wala akong contribution doon sa magiging pension ko because the government will be the one to pay my pension. Okay, po yun.
Okay? And you know how long their lives are, right?
Hopefully, sir, na talagang mahabang buhay ng mga men in uniform.
Military people, they live longer than us, okay? Some at the age of 90, okay? So they retire at 40, they get their pension up to age 90. Isn't that ridiculous? Okay. So,
ridiculous talaga. Ako, I can relate to that because sabi ko nga, at the age of 45, I started receiving my pension, no? Because I retired early. I availed the optional retirement. Which is allowed by law. Allowed by the pension system ng ating current, no? Current pension system.
So we want to reform them, and right now the situation is so bleak, for example, that if you compare the current operating expenditures or maintenance and operating expenditures of the whole AFP and the capital outlays, so the money they buy for airplanes, etc., it is actually much less than the amount of pension that we are allocating for the retirees. So there will come a time when the current budget will only be about one third or 1/4 of the money that we're paying for the pensioners. Okay, so we have to really address that issue. It's not.
So yun po yung ibig sabihin ni Secretary Diokno that out of the total budget ng AFP o PNP is baka 1/3 na lang ang ma-allocate doon sa operations and pangailangan ng AFP and PNP. Then yung other part, no, yung almost 7% ay napupunta lang sa pambayad ng mga pensioners, which is talaga namang kailangan aksyonan nito. We understand that as pensioners, no. Tuloy po natin.
Not sustainable. And I said, if this goes on, there will be a fiscal collapse.
Yes.
So, what are the major recommendations? Again, let me compare. You have three groups of people: the military uniform personnel, you have the private sector, the SSS, those who retired under SSS,
Yes.
and those who retired under GSIS, government workers. The average monthly pension, this is monthly, of a military personnel is 40,000 pesos. Compare that to what SSS retiree gets. It's 4,528. Okay.
Napakalayo.
And what a GSIS personnel get, 13,600. So
Malayo
that
din.
the pension that is received by a military pensioner is 9 times higher than the average pension of a pensioner under the Social Security system and 3 times higher than the average pension under the government service insurance system. So we have 4 proposals. Number 1 is for the reform to apply to all active personnel and new entrants. So once the new system is adopted, all those who are in active service and the new recruits will have to pay their way, right? No longer free, okay? Number 2,
So, ang ibig sabihin
removal of
dito,
automatic indexation of pension to the salary of active personnel of similar ranks. So let me repeat that. Removal of automatic indexation of pension to the salary of active personnel of similar rank. And third, the military uniform personnel will receive their pension starting at 56 years old. Okay.
so dito, putulin muna natin. Ang sabi niya, yung men in uniform will now start paying, no? Para doon sa pension nila. Just like for example, GSIS, magbabayad ka na ng portion ng sweldo mo, percent ng sweldo mo. Example, GSIS, nang para sa magiging pension mo pag retired mo. Kumbaga, binabawasan na yung sweldo mo, salary deduction, just like GSIS. Kasi ngayon po, wala po talaga. Kasi nga gobyerno ang magbabayad. No? At ikalawa is, katulad ko, nag-retired ako at the age of 45. Diba? After serving more than 24 years in service. So pag retired ko, automatic, magpe-pension na ako. So I started receiving my pension at the age of 45. Diba? Now, in this case, you can still avail optional retirement. Halimbawa, nag-retired ka ng age 45, pero hindi ka makakatanggap ng pension. Why? Kasi ang pension mo will start at the age of 56 pa. So, yun po yun, no? So, yun po yung pagkaiba. Ako, ngayon, nagpe-pension ako and I started receiving my pension, sabi ko at the age of 45. But with this proposal, kahit ilang taon ka nag-retired, kahit 41, 42, 43, you will receive your pension at the age of 56. Diba? Yun po yun. So, tuloy natin. And indexation. Yung sabi ko, indexation, pag tumaas ang sweldo ng active, sa amin, tataas din. Kung yung major na active, tumaas ng kalahati ang sweldo niya, ako as pensioner na major, tataas din ng kalahati yung pension ko. But with this proposal, pag tumaas ang salary ng active, hindi na po tataas yung pension namin. Yun po yung pagtanggal sa indexation na sinasabi. Okay, tuloy po natin.
Or now it's now adjusted to 57, okay, 57 years old.
So ito naman sa AFP, ang retirement kasi nila, instead na 56, na-adjust into 57. Therefore, they will start receiving pension then at the age of 57. Okay.
And number 4, mandatory contributions will be required for active personnel and new entrants.
Po yun, no? May mandatory contributions na. Katulad sa private, may mandatory contribution sila sa SSS and government workers, may contribution sila sa GSIS. Sa amin po sa PNP kasi wala. Before, inabutan ko yung GSIS, that was 1996, may deduction ako sa salary ko papuntang GSIS. But in 1998, if I'm not mistaken, tinanggal po kami sa GSIS kasi gobyerno na ang nagbabayad ng pension namin. So pinapaliwanag natin ito kasi maraming mga kababayan natin nagkaroon ng misinterpret nila. Yung iba nagsasabi, uy, bakit kami walang pension? Bakit yung mga sundalo, pulis, binibigyan nyo ng pension? May pension na po kami. No? Dati pa. At ngayon, makakatulong nga ito sa gobyerno yung gagawin sapagkat, sabi nga, napakalaki na, nagkakaroon ng ballooning ng budget because of this pension system. Dati, wala kaming binabayaran para sa pension namin. But with this proposal, magbabayad na po ang men in uniform or kakaltasan na yung sweldo nila para doon sa magiging pension. So yun po yun, no? So mababawasan na yung gastusin ng gobyerno, no? Dahil kakaltasan na ang sahod ng pulis at sundalo or men in uniform para sa kanilang pension system. Though meron pa rin konti na contribution yung gobyerno para doon sa budget ng pension. Okay, tuloy po natin.
Similar to the GSIS pensioners. Okay? So, any questions?
So, isa pa yun, no? Ang private, nagpe-pension kayo, galing SSS. Ang government workers, nagpe-pension, galing sa GSIS. Kami, nagpe-pension kami, gobyerno nagbabayad. So, pag GSIS at SSS nalugi, just in case, maapektuhan yung pension nyo. Pero kami, kailanman siguro, ay hindi malulugi ang gobyerno ng Pilipinas. Diba? Kaya tuloy yung pension namin. At unless, sabi nga ni Budget Secretary, pag hindi natin ito aaksyonan, baka magkaroon ng fiscal collapse at doon na pwedeng malugi ang gobyerno at mawalan din kami ng pension. At pag nawalan kami ng pension, dahil nalugi ang gobyerno, buong bansa po ang magsasuffer dyan. No? Yun po ang mangyayari. So, mahirap na malugi ang gobyerno. Diba? Tuloy natin.
Okay. Job Manahan, abs-cbn.
Hello po sir, good morning po. Sir, dun sa apat na option na binigay nyo, saan po daw mas leaning si Secretary Galvez?
So there's unanimity that we talked with them, with Secretary Galvez, we talked to Secretary Benhar, Abalos, and they are generally agreed with all the four. Siguro meron lang sa question dito sa number 3. Kasi right now, I think ang optional retirement is after serving for 20 years.
20.
No? Gusto niya sana siguro ay gawin na daw na after 25 years. Yung
Ito naman, halimbawa nga sa akin, sabi ko, nakapasok ako at the age of 21. Then after serving 20 years, nung 41 years old ako, in 2016, pwede na akong mag-file ng optional. But I waited for the salary increase. Sabi ko nga, di ba, that in-announce ni Tatay Digong yan dati, na dodoblin sweldo. So, ngayon, ang gusto mangyari ni Secretary Galvez ay nirecommend niya na 25. So, meaning, pag nakapasok ka ng 21 years old plus 25, ang minimum age ng retirement is 46. Di ba? 21 plus 25, 46 na. Hindi ka na pwede mag-retire or optional ng age ng 41 or 42, 43. But the same, if you retired at 46, ang pension mo will still start at the age of 56 for the PNP and 57 for the AFP. No, yun yung pagkaiba. Unlike sa situation ko, sabi ko nga at the age of 45, no, nagpe-pension na po ako, no? I am now enjoying my pension. I am now enjoying the fruits of my labor, of course, di ba? Huli natin.
optional retirement. But he will consult with the military personnel on this. No? But in general, the whole cabinet or the whole those who attended the meeting are in agreement with measures 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
Okay.
Pahaba lang po sir.
So,
Right? And this is
ayan, no?
the
Ito kasi, mali kasi
this is-
yung title nito. Tingnan nyo to. Good news, sabi na. Age of 40 daw ay pwede nang mag-retard. Hindi po ganun eh. Mali po itong ipinalabas na ito. Itong title nitong sino man na naglabas. Kasi tingnan nyo po ha. Oh,
right? And this
tingnan po natin yung nandyan. Oh. Sabi dito kasi, no? Saan ba yan? Wow, good news sa mga pensioners. Grabe, pinakamalaking bangko sa buong Pilipinas. Binubuo ni PBBM at pwede daw mag-retard ng 40 years old. So mali po yun, no? Hindi po totoo yun. Sa pensioner po ng SSS at GSIS, wala pong magbabago sa inyo. Ang pinag-uusapan po dito ay yung pension system, no? Reforma sa pension system ng men in uniform. And this composed of what? Yung AFP natin, no? Under ng DNB. And yung DILG, ito naman yung PNP, BJMP or Jail and Management Technology, yung fire protection natin. Yung PPSC, Philippine Public Safety College, the BUCOR, kasama dyan, no? Although ang BUCOR ay under ng DOJ, then the Philippine Coast Guard. No? ang pinag-uusapan dito yung pension system ng men in uniform, not the GSIS and SSS. And retirement is also with the men in uniform. No? Malinaw naman, di ba? Yung in-explain natin, you can retire as early as 41 years old as long as you were able to complete the 20 years in service. No? But your pension will start at the age of 56 for PNP and 57 for the AFP personnel. Oh, yun po yun ha. Wala pong mahirap na intindihin dyan kasi baka mamaya ibalik na naman sa gobyerno ang sisi. At yung iba sinasabi ginagastusan daw yung kasundaluhan at kapulisan para sa pension system, pension nila. But no. Ngayon, yes, ginagastusan nyo kami. Dahil wala kaming contribution. But with this proposal, ang active magko-contribute na para doon sa pension nila. Diba? Eh di ba, makatulong pa sila sa gobyerno kasi magkakaroon na ng deductions para sa pension nila. No? Then another thing is yung age kung kailan tatanggap ng pension is i-adjust. Ako, inaamin ko. Like for example, sa kaso ko nga, sabi ko, I am 45 years old nung tumanggap ako ng pension and doing nothing at my age. Na supposed to be, pakikinabangan pa ako ng PNP until 56 years old. But I opted to retire at 45. Diba? Ngayon, kung bakit nagkakaroon kami ng ganitong tawag doon, benefits, kasi po, unique po ang trabaho ng mga men in uniform. We're not being paid or given salary for our minds and body lang eh. Unlike in private corporations. Ang binabayaran sa inyo, yung utak nyo, at katawan nyo na magtrabaho sa kanila. In our case, we use our minds, body, at yung buhay namin ang binabayaran. Kung nabuhay ka, after 20 years of service, or na-reach mo yung 56, after so many trials, engaging criminals and other enemies of the states, nabuhay ka, yun yung binabayaran sa'yo. No? Buhay po namin ang ginagamit namin sa trabaho namin. Unlike in other jobs, no, na sabi ko nga utak at katawan, hindi nakasugal ang buhay. Kaya yung iba naman na medyo delikado ang trabaho, na private is meron silang natatanggap na hazardous pay or even in the government, meron hazardous pay. But in our case, sabi ko nga, ang kasundaluhan, kapulisan, kaya unique, ang mga benepisyo nila sa gobyerno is because buhay po ang binabayaran sa amin. Imagine, just like what happened in San Miguel, Bulacan the other day, a police colonel, a lieutenant colonel, ilang taon na yon, namatay. Alangan di mo bayaran yung pamilya niya through his benefits, pension and other benefits, di ba? Buhay ang itinaya niya eh. Kaya sabi ko, swerte ka if you were able, ako swerte ako, after more than 24 years in service, no? With my experience in hostile areas, no? Engaging different kinds of criminals and enemies of the states, nabuhay ako. Di ba? So yun ang ini-enjoy ko. Yung itinaya ko yung buhay ko, yun ang binabayaran sa akin ng gobyerno kahit wala na akong ginagawa ngayon. Yun eh. O, sino sa mga private companies, private corporations, private individuals who are willing to risk or sacrifice their lives, no? Para lang sa sweldo. Di ba? Of course, mahirap, di ba? I'm not saying wala, pero mahirap, di ba? But when you're in the active service, you have no choice. Yun ang trabaho mo eh. Go after the criminals, no? Protect the lives and properties of the Filipinos. Yun yung basic function mo, no? Na kung paano mo protektahan, of course, ang armas mo, yung buhay mo. No? We are government properties. Sabi nga na, men in uniform are GI Joes. No? Ano yung GI Joes? No? Government issued. No? Kaya nga, hindi na kami pag-aari ng pamilya namin. If you are in the government service, especially men in uniform, sa totoo lang po, minsan nga, sabi nga ng iba, hindi maintindihan eh. Sa panahon na nag-enjoy kayo sa lahat ng bakasyon, example natin ngayong Holy Week, nag-enjoy kayo, nagbabakasyon, but our family are celebrating or nag-spend ng vacation na wala kami. Wala kaming mga tatay, nanay ng pulisan at kasundaluhan. Because yun yung time na full alert. Bantayan mo yung mga turista, mga namamasyal, mga nagbabakasyon. Kaya nga government issued, hindi na kami pag-aari ng pamilya namin, even birthdays, occasions, hindi kami makauwi. No? Kasi kung ano yung sabihin ng gobyerno, kung anong sabihin ng PNP at AFP, yun lang dapat ang susundin namin. Diba? So, ganun po ka-special yung trabaho ng men in uniform. No? Ganun po yun. Good morning po, Sir Guido. No? Thank you for watching. In-explain po natin dito yung patungkol doon sa pension system kung saan ay maraming mga kababayan natin na nag-react sapagkat ang sabi nila ay bakit na binibigyan ng pension ng ating kapulisan, for in fact, no, kakaltasan nga yung sahod ng ating men in uniform para sa kanilang pension system. At may tanong kanina doon, hindi kaya ito maging dahilan naman upang sa upang ang mga kasundaluhan at kapulisan naman ay magka-class? Well, of course, no. Mga professional ng ating men in uniform, they will understand the situation na magkakaroon nga ng collapse, no? Fiscal collapse, no? Pag hindi ito agarang naaksyonan. Dahil alam naman din nila kung saan nanggagaling ang pension, di ba? Kasi in the past, kaya. Kasi maliit lang po ang sweldo ng pulis. You know, when I joined the PNP, the Special Action Force in 1996, ang sahod lang po namin is 3,800. No? 3,800 lang po. Napakaliit. Kaya kung mag-retired ka, maliit lang din yung pension na matatanggap mo. But now, napakalaki na po ng sweldo ng men in uniform. Kaya malaki rin po ang babayaran na pension ng ating gobyerno. So, mapipilay po talaga ang gobyerno natin. Yun po yun. And isa pa, yung mga ginastusan ng gobyerno, ng training nila, seminars and everything, at the age of 41, aalis na, sayang yung training. Which ako, in my case, talagang sayang. Supposed to be, napapakinabangan pa ako dahil ginastusan ako ng gobyerno, but I opted to retire kasi for personal reasons din. Kasi napakahirap po talaga ng men in uniform, sinasabi ko sa inyo. Maliban dun sa risk, is yung work and life balance. No? Hirap na hirap po ang men in uniform na i-balance yung work and life. Puro work, work, work lang po. Wala po kaming panahon doon sa pamilya namin. Only quality. Kaya nga minsan quality, sinasabi natin, if you have at least a day, no, makatulog ka ng isang gabi at makistay ka ng isang araw sa pamilya mo, you have to spend that quality time. No? Spend with your, huwag ka nang pupunta doon sa barkada pa or anumang mga vices. Stay with your family lang or lalabas ka man with your family. No? So napakahirap po na sa isang taon, siguro hindi aabot ng 30 days na nakasama mong matulog yung pamilya mo. Unless isama mo sila doon sa kampo mo o doon sa station mo kung may time. No? Especially on long weekends. So yun lamang po. I-comment nyo po dito kung meron kayong katanungan o meron kayong komento patungkol dito sa pension system na to dahil masasagot ko po kayo. Dahil sabi ko nga, isa kong retirado, no? Retiradong pulis na tumatanggap ng pension ng ranggong major. So I can relate to that. I can understand the proposed pension reform system ng men in uniform. Yun lamang po, magandang umaga at salamat po sa inyo po.